Hello everyone, welcome to this session on electromagnetic fields and transmission lines. Myself Dr. Sohail Rana, and today we are going to discuss, we are going to study about Maxwell's four equations. So this is the reference diagram we will use to understand this concept of Maxwell's fourth equation. For that we will consider a circuit, a simple circuit where we have a capacitor and one resistor connected in series along with a voltage source. So as you remember that whenever we apply a voltage source, there will be production of current. As per the direction of flow, there will be positive charge on one plate of capacitor and there will be negative charge on another plate of capacitor. So this is our C, this is R. The direction of electric field intensity is always from positive to negative, as we know. Now by using this concept, we will understand the Maxwell's fourth equation as well as the displacement current. So first type of current in this circuit is called as conduction current, that is IC. The wire current, the current which is flowing in the wires, that is nothing but IC. Now as we know the definition of circuit, what is definition of circuit? A circuit is a closed path. That is basic definition of circuit. If we break the path, we are not supposed to get the flow of current. But this is not true for the capacitor. Now this circuit will work, it is a closed circuit, it is considered as a correct circuit, it will function properly, but we have to answer the question what happens inside the capacitor, because two plates of capacitor are separated by a dielectric. That means they are electrically isolated. Then which type of current flows inside a capacitor? Because current is defined as the flow of electrons. Current means there is movement of electrons. Electrons have mass. They can flow inside a conductor. They cannot fly in the air. They cannot fly inside the dielectric. Dielectric is a place which is considered as no place for the flow of current. Dielectric means there is no conduction. Then how we get this movement, how this circuit is closed? For that there is a simple answer, that there is transfer of these charges in some other form which can be referred as something. This something is nothing but electric flux. This something is nothing but electric flux, and the amount of electric flux present there is its density, which is given by D, capital D. Electric flux density, our fourth parameter. So what we have to remember, we have one current which is conduction current inside the wire, but there will also be a current inside this dielectric which will displace from one plate of capacitor to another plate of capacitor. So we will call it as displacement current, ID. So we have one more concept of current, ID. For IC, conduction current, it will have a density which we will term as current density JC. For all the densities, how we define it? It is the cos per surface area. So this JC will be equal to IC by some length, surface or area of that place. Similarly, this D, which is changing with respect to time from one plate to another plate, it will also have some current density. We will refer it as JD. This JD is displacement current density, which is directly related with the changing flux. So its value will be given by dou D by dou T. So in this circuit, there are two types of current densities. So if you want to find out the total J, this total J will be equal to JC, that is conduction current inside wire and resistor, and there will be JD, that is the current density inside the dielectric, which is not supposed to flow the electrons. So what it flows? It doesn't flow the electrons, it flows the flux lines, as we have discussed in earlier session also. These are only lines. We cannot see them, we cannot feel them, they are not in terms of mass like electrons. So this is nothing but Jc plus Jd. Now this is what is the concept of displacement current. Displacement current, density Jd is given by dou d by dou t. So now we will see its relevance in Maxwell's fourth equation. Maxwell's fourth equation is given for the magnetic field intensity. So fourth equation also take use of curl. Its statement is that if there is a magnetic field intensity enclosed in any length area L, it will be equal to the current. In other way, we can say that whenever there is a current, a moving charge, it will create the magnetic field. So its statement we can write it as, say in a closed integral area, if we have magnetic field intensity H bar dot dl bar, it will be equal to the current enclosed by that area. So there may be one wire, there may be a conducting wire, so that conducting wire will have charges, but static charges cannot create the magnetic field. What is the condition? We cannot simply write here charge Q, because charge may be static. What we want? A changing current, changing charge, flowing charge is defined as current I. So this flowing current I will develop a magnetic field around that, around the length of this conductor. That is the statement of Maxwell's fourth equation. Now let us explore it for point form. Now this is dot product for a line. Now here for this equation we will apply Stokes theorem. So applying Stokes theorem on this, so this is line integral. So we will convert it to, line integral will be converted to surface integral by using what? By using Stokes theorem, and this force H will be taken as cross product del cross H. Say this is dl equal to I. Now equation 2. Now let us explore this current I. What is current I? Current I, as we know that it is the current flowing in the conductor. In the example of capacitor, resistor, there is current I. This is IC. What it means here? That is conduction current. For this conduction current, what is the density? Density will be Jc. So it will be equal to, if we want to define Jc for a surface, so how we will write? The cause of current density is nothing but current. For differential surface, it will be say di. So we will consider some sample differential surface for mathematical equation. From here we can calculate di. So for di, what we can write? It will become di is equal to Jc dot ds. So this Jc dot ds, if we want to find out total current I, we have to take integration, that is I is equal to Jc dot ds bar. So this is equation number 3. Now this is for IC. We can keep this value of I in equation number 2. In equation number 2, we have surface integral of del cross H dot, here this dl will be converted to surface. So here we have to make correction, because in Stokes theorem what we do, we convert line to surface. So here we have to write ds bar. So if we keep the value of I here, so what we can write? Both of them are surface integral. So here we will have surface integral del cross H ds is equal to surface integral of J C dot ds. Now if we compare both sides, if we cut down the integration and ds, it's common both sides, what we will get? We will get del cross H equal to Jc. Now this equation 3 is Ampere's law. But what Maxwell did, he modified this equation for a good reason. What is that good reason? We said that only Jc is not part of this circuit. Only current density is not related to conduction, but there is a separate density inside a dielectric also, inside the capacitor also. It is related to the flux lines. That JD we have to add in this equation 3, then only it will be complete equation. So how Maxwell modified the Ampere circuital law? He said that del cross H will be equal to J plus JD. And what is JD? JD is nothing but it is related to the flux density per time moving in this capacitor. So this one can be rewritten as del cross H equal to Jc plus dou d by dou t. Again this J we can further modify. For mathematical solving equation we may require J is also equal to sigma E. So we can again write it in another form. So this is the curve of magnetic field intensity, which is equal to the current density in the wire plus the density inside the capacitor or dielectric. So this is about the fourth equation. Now once we will summarize them, how to remember these equations, that is also important. So 4 equations at one place we will summarize for easy reference. So let us take one table here. So we need some 4 columns here. Okay, we will take 2 and we will divide further 2 more. So first we'll take Maxwell's, say this is Maxwell equation 1, here we'll see Maxwell equation 2, then Maxwell equation 3, and then Maxwell's equation 4. First one is related to Gauss law. Which Gauss law? Gauss law for electric field. So here we have to remember that. First point what we have to remember, this one is related to Gauss law for electric field. What about this second one? Second one is also related to, it is also called as Gauss law for, this time it is magnetic field. Third one is related to Faraday's law of induction. And fourth equation is based on the Ampere's circuital law. Second one, what we have to remember, for these first 2 equations we take dot product. For third and fourth we take cross product. So here we have cross product. So by using dot product, what we apply? For simplification we apply divergence theorem for first 2 both, and then for next 2, equation 3 and equation 4, what we do? We apply Stokes theorem. We apply Stokes theorem for simplicity. Then what is another parameter what we have to remember? First 2 are the densities. This is also density. Which density? Electric density, that is D. This one is also density, but which density? It is magnetic flux density B. Next 2 are the intensities. Next 2 are intensities. This is intensity, electric field intensity, that is E. This one is also intensity, but which intensity? It is H, magnetic field intensity. Then their equations we can remember. For fifth point we'll add its equation. What is first equation? We have to take dot product. For whom? For density, del dot D. It is equal to rho V. Second equation, Maxwell's second equation is del dot B. It is equal to 0. Then third equation based on Faraday's law. This gives the curl. Curl of what? Curl of electric field intensity, del cross E. It is equal to the changing magnetic flux density minus dou V by dou T. And what is last equation? Maxwell's equation for curl of magnetic field intensity is equal to J plus dou D by dou T. So I hope Maxwell's equations are clear. Based on this, there are several questions asked in the examination, and this is the summary of entire electromagnetic fields, we can say. So have a good day. Thank you. See you in the next session.